We have the latest from East Lansing, Michigan after a shooting last night killed 3 and wounded 5 at Michigan State University.
February 14th is now Charlotta Bass Day in Los Angeles. Bass was a former civil rights activist.
Love was felt throughout Los Angeles as more than 100 couples got married this Valentine's Day.
Annenberg TV News is next.
Run!
The students in that video can be heard running from an active shooter last night at Michigan State University. We're now being told the gunman had no affiliation with the school. Hi, I'm Dario Fair.
I'm Jose Romo. Reporter Tracy Wong unpacks what we know about the latest mass shooting affecting one of the largest public universities in the U.S.
Several vigils are being held in the East Lansing community to mourn the loss of 3 Michigan State University students. Local members are reflecting after the mass shooting last night. One student who was on campus recounted what happened.
Went to the library to start my shift around 5, and everything started to happen at around 8:20. Started to notice some murmurs, some people on their phones kind of saying like, oh my God, like talking about this happening. I heard police sirens, and that's when I turned to one of my coworkers. They were on the phone, and I said, hey, what's going on? And that's when she told me there's an active shooter at Michigan State.
Graham says there was chaos.
Like a few minutes later, we found out that it was at the Student Union, which is right across from our library. We moved our group, myself and then fellow Writing Center staff, and then my client actually that was with me. We moved to one of the study rooms because we were not willing, to die there.
Local community members are finding the words to describe the way they feel. For Graham, he is shaken and angry.
People are feeling just in shock because you don't think that it's going to happen to you until it finally does. We're already hurting now, and it was difficult in the moment. But right now, I'm just very angry that this even has to happen to people. You shouldn't have to put your life on the line to go to the library.
The 43-year-old gunman has since been identified as Anthony McCrae, who killed himself hours after the shooting. There's still no word on a motive, but police say McCrae has no apparent connection to the university. A University of Michigan professor shares how McCrae's past conviction failed to stop him.
He had been found with an illegally concealed gun. He had pled guilty and, was on probation for a year. But in Michigan, we don't have a law that says that if you're convicted of a gun crime, you can't have a gun. So he was able legally to buy as many guns as he wanted.
This afternoon, the 3 victims were identified as sophomores Ariel Anderson and Brian Frazier and junior Alexandria Verner. For Annenberg Media, I'm Tracy Wang.
Today marks the 5th anniversary of the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. A former student killed 17 students and staff members at the Broward County High School today. Students at a local Florida elementary school formed a heart with the number 17 in the middle, honoring the late victims. Already this year, 65 mass shootings in the United States. The country has not had that many since 2013. Many USC students feel they don't know enough about campus emergencies or DPS response efforts.
So overwhelmed with their notifications, and I feel like if it was actually an emergency, I would not, it would just pass right through. It would go over my head.
It starts by first improving a general relationship that students have with TPS, feeling like they can go to them, how do they reach them.
To be honest, I don't think we're that prepared at all. Me as a student, I don't really know, and I'm a senior and I haven't been really told any of the protocols.
The Department of Public Safety regularly partners with other first responders to provide emergency training to the USC community. DPS Assistant Chief David Carlisle says that practicing drills can improve the response to critical situations.
We recently conducted in December an active shooter drill. And that was a live action drill that included actors who portrayed the part of not only a shooter, but victims of a shooting And that tests how we can respond. And this is something we do every year. And what we found is when you train and prepare and practice, even in moments of high stress, you will default to what you trained to do.
Trojan Alert sends email and text notifications for campus emergencies and updates to students. These alerts also provide instructions about what to do and who to contact. Carlisle strongly recommends that students make sure the university has their current phone number in order to receive Trojan Alerts. He also advises everyone to download the Live Safe app to be able to call DPS quickly.
Senator Dianne Feinstein made it official today. She will not run for re-election in 2024. Feinstein said in a statement, "I am announcing today I will not run for re-election in 2024, but intend to accomplish as much for California as I can." The 89-year-old will be finishing an impressive 30-year career in the Senate. For many years, she chaired the Powerful Intelligence Committee. Feinstein's retirement has been widely expected. Representatives Katie Porter and Adam Schiff have already announced campaigns to succeed Feinstein. Other candidates are expected to join the race as the 2024 election nears.
Former South Carolina Republican Governor Nikki Haley announced she will be running for the president in 2024. That makes her the first major GOP challenger to former President Donald Trump.
You should know this about me. I don't put up with bullies. And when you kick back, it hurts them more if you're wearing heels. I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president.
If successful in the presidential primaries, Haley would be the first woman, as well as the first Asian American, nominated by the GOP. She was the first female governor of South Carolina and was Trump's ambassador to the UN. The 51-year-old candidate is calling for, quote, generational change. Her only other opponent is 76. The Republican primaries are scheduled to begin next February.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is given $500,000 to an organization that helps train people for environmental jobs. EPA Administrator Marta Guzman says they are looking forward to the new opportunities.
$500,000 is going to train 96 young people to really be ready for this type of specialized workforce. It's all about restorative justice. It's about investing in communities and the people within them that have been neglected.
The EPA awarded the grant to the Los Angeles Conservation Corps during a ceremony today. The organization will train unemployed and dislocated residents of South LA and Boyle Heights to fill jobs cleaning up their own communities. The grant supports communities actively cleaning up and preparing vacant or underutilized properties that have or may have contamination from past uses.
Descendants of civil rights leader Charlotta Bass were here at Wallace Annenberg Hall to celebrate her life and her courage. The City Council declared today Charlotta Bass Day. She was one of the first African American women to run a newspaper. Bass fought what she called the, quote, two-headed monster, segregation and discrimination. Councilmember Kern Price says that the activist inspired him.
The fact that she was just unrelenting. You know, she wrote, she spoke out, she encouraged others to be involved in the process. She ran for office. So she was a pioneer on all fronts. As a businesswoman operating a newspaper in South LA, was a real achievement.
The mission of the new USC Charlotta Bass Journalism and Justice Lab is to save, study, and share Black media that change the world.
South LA Cafe welcomed LAFC and its fans for a Black History Month celebration with music, raffles, and engagement with local businesses.
We have partnered with BMO to support small businesses in and around LA. So we know that LAFC is a big brand in BMO, and we can elevate the voices of those who might not be able to have a voice. And just being here during Black History Month was very important to us.
LAFC says it is planning more events during Women's History Month and Pride Month. We take a look next at how Trojans spent their Valentine's Day around campus.
Children at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital got a special surprise, K9 Cupids for Valentine's Day. We'll take you there.
And we show you what one of the biggest days for florists looks like in Los Angeles.
Worried your friend's struggling but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could write them a text or knit them a sweater. If you can't be together, you could write them a letter. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You could ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
More than 100 couples kicked off Valentine's Day with an I do at the LA County Registrar's Office. Reporter Mariela Gomez talked with couples who tied a knot.
It's not a regular Tuesday at the LA County Clerk's office. Cupid has taken over. Couples are tying the knot this Valentine's Day.
Today is our 1-year anniversary of dating in person. So we thought this would be a really special way to have a double anniversary, I guess, you know.
Yeah. Super nervous, super excited. She is the love of my life. I'm so happy to be with her.
For other lovebirds, this Valentine's Day could not have come sooner.
We wanted to get married as soon as possible, and she got here like 3 months ago. She's a political refugee from Cuba. So if we wouldn't have had done this today, we would have had to wait way longer.
Couples getting married even had the chance to win a free honeymoon, thanks to Honda and its community outreach team.
Today we are surprising newlyweds with helpful roses, and also a select few will be getting a dream honeymoon.
For some couples, getting married was a sigh of relief.
It's been a very kind of long stretch for us to get married. We came down initially, we didn't have the right paperwork, we came back again. So I feel like this is kind of the culmination of everything.
Couples interested in same-day marriage this Valentine's Day are still required to visit alivote.gov to file an application prior to coming in. Once they come in, they only pay $91 for their marriage license, and for $35 more, they can get a ceremony.
We always do Valentine's Day. We know that's a big day of love and people get excited. We always want to make sure that we provide that service on Valentine's Day.
For Annenberg Media, I'm Mariela Gomez.
Love is in the air at USC. Various student organizations and campus groups today got into the Valentine's spirit. The commencement group, which provides the gifts for graduation, partnered with the USC bookstore to sell flowers for Valentine's Day. Students were able to get last-minute gifts for their significant other for as little as $10 at this pop-up stand. USC Student Affairs hosted a Valentine's Day social at the Ronald Tudor Career Center this afternoon. Students shared treats and Valentine's cards while watching romantic comedies together. Annenberg joined in on the fun, hosting a Valentine's Day open house, highlighted by even more pastries and crumble cookies. The open house was also home to a raffle and photo booth for students who already satisfied their sweet tooth.
Ronald Reagan's UCLA Medical Center welcomed animals for a day of pet therapy and companionship. Reporter Hannah Sharif pet some pups as she learned about their therapeutic benefits for children.
Thank you so much.
Raina was able to walk a dog for the first time.
The People-Animal Connection, known as PEC, brought pets to UCLA's Ronald Reagan Medical Center.
Because it's the day of love. Dogs bring love, and it's the day of love, and it's one of our favorite holidays to go around and spread some extra snuggles and cuddles.
Hello. Oh my God, you're a licker.
PEC volunteers have been able to serve more than 1,000 children in critical condition every month.
Not only are the dogs amazing in the patient rooms, but the people that choose to do this type of volunteer work are really special people.
So out of 60 dogs that made a debut at the Ronald Reagan Medical Center, Looney was here to make a great entrance.
Mooney is a therapy horse to help improve physical, mental, and emotional health.
Because if you can come up and hug the horse and just take a minute to not think about anything, but just feel what that feels like.
The People-Animal Connection hopes that more furry friends are able to visit every child at the hospital. For Annenberg Media, I am Hannah Joy.
Gee, that's so cute. I wish I had a pup to go back home to. But I do have a joke for you today, Rory.
Let's hear it.
What did one piece of toast tell another piece of toast? You're my butter half.
Oh, I love it, Jose. I actually have one for you. What did the painter tell his wife?
Oof, what?
I love you with all my art.
Aww.
Love is in the air here at USC this afternoon, and students are bundled up with red and pink. And I've had more candy today than real food, but I'm not complaining. Now let's get to that current forecast. It is a cool afternoon, 59 degrees with 28% humidity. Perfect weather to snuggle up with your loved ones to watch The Notebook and snack on some chocolate-covered strawberries. Now, for the 5-day forecast, let's take a look at that. It is the perfect oversized sweatshirt and sweats weather. I know I can't wait to watch the new season of You on the couch. On Wednesday, we have a high of 63 and a low of 48. And then it gets a little bit warmer, generally speaking, at 66 degrees and a low of 39 degrees. Really chilly, I know. I will be staying home all day. On Friday, we have a high of 69 and a low of 43. And on Saturday, where the temperature kind of stays the same a little bit, with a high of 68 and a low of 46. And on Sunday, we cool down a little bit and have a high of 66 and a low of 47. Now that's all I have for weather. Now on to some bubble talk, not pillow talk, with Jeremy.
Thanks, Rory. Coming up, USC women's basketball reaches new heights. Men's basketball, on the other hand, is fighting for their March Madness lives. And former Trojan Juju Smith-Schuster shows a special someone some love, I guess you could say, on Valentine's Day.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to ATVN Sports. I'm Marissa Rio.
And I'm Jeremy Cole.
USC women's basketball is now ranked in the AP Top 25 poll for the first time since 2016. Head coach Lindsay Gottlieb took to Twitter to show some love. She retweeted this video along with another photo tweeting, quote, Our players earned this. Now the work continues. The women of Troy have 4 games left in the regular season. Their next game against number 3 Stanford will put the team to the test. This isn't the first time the Trojans and Cardinals have met this season. In January, USC shocked then-ranked number 2 Stanford 55-46. The team was led by graduate guard Destiny Littleton, who had 18 points. But it was the Trojans' defense that kept them on top. Stanford's 46 points was the lowest they've ever scored since 2016. So, Jeremy, how does USC secure another victory over Stanford?
Yeah, I mean, you really just said it yourself. It's the defense that's going to be extremely important for the women of Troy. They have to do their best to limit that explosive Stanford Cardinal offense led by junior forward Cameron Brink and senior guard Haley Jones, both of which are averaging over 10 points a game and almost 10 rebounds each. So if we can get in their grill, disrupt those stars, maybe we can pick up our second victory against them.
Yeah, you said it. They caused Stanford to turn the ball over 14 times last game, and the Trojans are averaging about 17 points off of turnovers. So if they can do that again, I think they'll get the win.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. The USC men's basketball team chances of scoring a date this coming March dipped after tough losses against Oregon and Oregon State. The Oregon Ducks rizzed up the men of Troy last Thursday 78-60, thanks to impressive performances from senior guard Will Richardson and senior center Nafali Dante. Against the Beavers, USC shot their shot but came up just short right there, 61-58 after shooting 1 for 14 from behind the arc. According to Joe Lenardi's NCAA tournament bracketology, the men of Troy are now on the outside looking in and are a first 4 team out alongside the Oregon Ducks. USC faces off against Cal this Thursday and Stanford on Saturday. So, Marissa, what do the men of Troy need to do to keep their tournament hopes alive here?
Well, they need to score. They were 1 for 14 on 3-point attempts last game, and they need depth. They need players to come off the bench and do something when Boogie Ellis and Drew Peterson are having an off game.
Yeah, you said it yourself. You hit it right on the head there. The consistency has been a real problem here for USC. If Boogie's only scoring 9 a game like he did against Oregon State, we're going to be in trouble. But looking forward, USC really has to go undefeated from here on out. Their only potential loss could be against Arizona, but they don't control their destiny anymore. So,
yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll see what happens. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, former Trojan wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster took to social media to spread the love, I guess you could say. Today, Juju tweeted out a picture of a Valentine's card that says, "I'll hold you when it matters most," with a picture of none other than Eagles cornerback James Bradbury. Of course it was Bradbury who committed the late holding call in Super Bowl 57, and the tweet has over 13 million views. But multiple Eagles players didn't appreciate the tweet in the slightest and came to Bradbury's defense, calling Juju TikTok boy. But whether you love him or you hate him, Juju knows how to work social media, and the former Trojan turned TikTok star is now a Super Bowl champion, so I think he's earned the right to rub some salt in the wound.
In the spirit of Valentine's Day, we're highlighting the best dynamic duos in Trojans athletics. First, we've got Heisman winner Caleb Williams and head coach Lincoln Riley. The duo have such a great connection. Williams followed Riley over 1,300 miles to play for USC. Next, beach volleyball twins Audrey and Nicole Norse. The two are inseparable. They have the same major and play in pairs for both USC and the USA Collegiate National Team. And last, but definitely not least, is the dynamic duo the USC women's soccer team has in Simone Jackson and Croy Bethune. Both were named to the All Pac-12 first team last season. And that's all we have for ATVN Sports. I'm Marissa Rio.
And I'm Jeremy Cole. Happy Valentine's Day, Trojans. Let's throw it over to Jose.
NPR calls Valentine's Day the Super Bowl for florists. We'll show you why.
Lávate las manos por 20 segundos como Elmo.
Hay algo especial acerca de este lugar. Se siente como un hogar, una sala debajo del cielo y los árboles, rodeado de aire fresco y la naturaleza. Todo aquí para que lo disfrutemos y para que lo cuidemos. Tenemos la responsabilidad de cuidar de esta tierra que llamamos casa, de preservarla para las generaciones que vienen. Cada acción pequeña contribuye para un cambio mayor y cada uno de nosotros podemos hacer la diferencia. Hay algo especial acerca de este bosque. Es un lugar donde se hacen recuerdos y juntos podemos preservarla y protegerla.
Nothing says I love you more than a box of chocolates and a big bouquet of flowers on Valentine's Day. Reporter John Walker has the scoop on one half of that winning combination.
From red and white roses to beautiful rainbow bouquets of daisies, Lupita's Flowers has everything last-minute Valentine's Day shoppers need to get their sweetheart something special. The downtown LA shop has been serving the community for over 20 years. It's no surprise that today is the busiest day of the year.
A lot of traffic, a lot of people. You see thousands of people just walking through. I mean, it would be a surprise if we don't sell out.
Lupita sells more than just your standard bouquets. There are dog-shaped arrangements, stuffed animals, and red and yellow flowers for that special Trojan in your life. Last-minute Valentine's Day shoppers are flooding the streets of the Fashion District's flower markets. Many of these shops, including Lupita's, opened yesterday and are remaining open for 48 hours. Some of these shoppers got up extra early today to beat the holiday rush with those extra hours.
Just myself. I came with my roommate because she's getting some flowers for her nonprofit, and so I just got myself some too.
I'm here shopping for my girlfriend, and I do this every year.
I want to give her flowers every month. It's something I want to keep going.
You find better deals than in the actual big shops.
Because they have wholesale prices, so it made the most sense.
A bouquet of red roses start at $8. The more elaborate arrangements go for $180. The sweetest deal, 24 roses for $25. For Annenberg Media, I'm John Walker.
If flowers aren't your thing, you might find the perfect Valentine's Day gift in an evening under the stars. Reporter Irene Kim is live at Grand Park for the Lovers Rock Festival. Irene?
You know, today's a little chilly and windy here tonight, but I'm definitely feeling the warmth of the love of the people here who are putting on this amazing event. People will start arriving here at 6 p.m. and we'll have a ton of music, food, and a bunch of love waiting for us all. Now, the park partnered with the Music Center to bring guests to spread the love tonight with DJ Puff and Lowlights. Visitors can also bring a picnic or munch on delectable bites from vendors like the Food Clinic and Inglorious Funnels. All right, now I am here with Krista. Krista is one of the marketing managers for this event. Krista, tell me, what are you excited for today?
Well, I'm really excited for La Plaza Cocina. They have their first exhibition pop-up here at Grand Park. They will be doing a live demonstration of cacao grinding, and they will also be offering free hot chocolate. So I was really looking for that. Plus, we also have Cultivarte Studios. They will doing some screen printing services, and we also have some paint your own cookie, a cookie workstation for everybody.
Perfect. Yeah, I will definitely be grabbing a cookie after this. Thank you so much, Krista. We will be at this event until 10 p.m., so please join Krista and I as we dance the night away. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Irene. Yeah, looking forward to that event. Thanks for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Jose Romo.
And I'm Dario Fair. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.